Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Rose. Rose is most closely associated with the fragrant flower that bears its name. Originally, rose was borrowed from the Germanic hrod, meaning fame. It was introduced to England by the Norman French in the Middle Ages, but it is also connected to the Latin Rosa, also said to be borrowed from the Germanic language. The rose is arguably the most famous of all flowers, and its meanings and symbolisms run deep, mainly associated with love and Valentine's Day. Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love, was often depicted adorned with roses. Roses were said to have sprouted from her slain lovers, Adonis, pool of blood, but also on the site of Christ's death, again, expressing immortal love and sacrifice in the name of love. Its beauty is betrayed by its thorns, thus symbolizing balance. The rose has been such a powerfully symbolic object that even its various colors have come to mean different things: red, immortal love; white, pure love; pink, new love; and yellow, friendship. Above all else, the rose is emblematic of love. There are several variations that have sprouted from the beautiful rose bush: Rosa, Rosie, Rosette, Roselle, Roselyn, Rosemary, and Roseanne, to name only a few. The name was revived in the 19th century among English speakers when naming baby girls after flowers and trees became the height of fashion. Personality of the girl named Rose. The 3 energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The 3 personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The 3 personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. 3 seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number 3s. Popularity of the girl named Rose. Rose has had quite a ride on the American popularity charts. Back in the late 19th century, and as we headed into the 20th century, Rose was basking in the sun on the top 20 list of most favored girl names. Back then, it was all about Rose, Lily, and Viola, not to mention tree names like Hazel and Myrtle. The beautiful Rose would maintain a spot on the top 100 list of most popular girl names for 80 straight years, finally falling off in 1961. In the past 50 years since the early 1960s, Rose has continued her very slow but methodical decline from her former glory days. She is aging and wilting as she gracefully recedes from the sun. Today the name is only used in moderation. Nonetheless, Rose is an old-fashioned favorite loaded with meaning and symbolism. This is a name all about love and beauty. It remains chic and stylish even if the current trends don't recognize her enduring and immortal one-syllable gracefulness. Grandma Rose is passing the torch to her great-granddaughter. We can't help it if the general population hasn't recognized it yet. William Shakespeare famously penned the following words in Romeo and Juliet: "What's in a name? That which we call a rose / by any other name would smell as sweet / by any other name. A rose is still a rose." True. But Rose is still a very sweet name. Quick facts on Rose. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 1. Ranking popularity, 224. Pronunciation, Rose. Simple meaning, famous, love. Characteristics of Rose. Popular, creative, optimistic, happy, dramatic, communicative, social. Cultural references to the baby name Rose. Literary characters of the baby name Rose. Rose of Sharon Jode Rivers is a character in John Steinbeck's 1939 novel of the Great Depression, The Grapes of Wrath, which took several literary prizes and contributed to its author winning the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1962. It was made into an acclaimed film version in 1940 and was adapted to various other media over the years. A powerful and poignant tale of the migration of poor sharecroppers from the Dust Bowl seeking a future in California, the book traces the story of the Jode family on their journey. Rose of Sharon is the high-spirited teenage daughter who is pregnant. She dreams of an idealized life in California with her husband, a life of pretty clothes, movies, and a happy new baby. Still young and self-centered, she grudgingly pitches in with the chores. As the family progresses on its increasingly discouraging journey, and her husband abandons her, Rose of Sharon begins to mature into her womanhood, quietly nurturing the child within and maintaining a composure beyond her years. Insisting upon helping the family pick cotton at one of their stops, she goes into labor and delivers a stillborn child. Although heartbroken, although barraged with the inequities of life at so young an age, although battered by fate, Rose of Sharon rises magnificently to the circumstances and performs a life-giving act of selflessness that gives meaning and hope to her life and that of others. Emily is the title character in William Faulkner's Gothic 1930 short story, A Rose for Emily. Emily is the classic antebellum Southern leftover spinster from a family fallen on hard times. Under the dominance of her cruel father, she is not allowed to pursue her own dreams of love and independence. When the old man dies, Emily goes so far as to allow a lower-class man, Homer, to court her, much to the surprise of the townspeople. One day Homer disappears, Emily retreats even further into her musty home and her solitude, ever haughty and aloof, and it is not until her death that her awful secret is revealed. Popular songs on Rose. A song by Joan Armatrading, a song by Peter Frampton, A Rose for Emily, a song by the Kinks, Rosemary Rose, San Antonio Rose, a song by Kathy Marr, a song by Emmylou Harris, Rose and a Baby Ruth, a song by Trent Wilmon, a song by Willie Nelson, a song by George Hamilton IV, Ballad of Sally Rose, Laurel and the Rose, a song by Perry Como, Ivory Rose, Dixie Rose Deluxe's Honky Tonk, La Ballade de Lily Rose, Ivy Rose, a song by Vanessa Paradis, Royce and Dub, Black Rose, a song by the Zombies, Mia Rose, a song by Thin Lizzy. Famous people named Rose. Rose McGowan, actress, Rose Kennedy, matriarch of the political Kennedy clan, Rose Byrne, actress.